Well, welcome back. I'm not gonna bother trying to do this, get the rest of these. They're pretty self-explanatory, just some cosmetic items. What I want to do is put on the ball guy head, or helmet. Oh yeah. Anyways, I have been farming a lot of BBQs and group BBQs so that I can unlock the... Ooh, hey look, it's Dratini. Now I could use a shiny Dratini. Or maybe another time? I don't know. Look at this. Alright. Anyways, what I'm saying is I want to show the dialogue of a guy called Snackworth, who basically gives you treats that allow you to see various legendary Pokemon, and not just see them, catch them, in fact. We'll do that after I check out this swarm of Dratini that are supposedly here. Hey, these Dratini are cool. Alright, well, I don't feel like actually doing anything with them, I think. Alright, we're gonna go here. And also, since I farmed so many BBQs, I'm just gonna, you know, invite the special guest so that I can actually unlock stuff, I guess, and trade with the gym leaders to get the marked Pokemon, which basically tell you that they came from the specific guest. Oh, would you look at the color Gigi? You must be the one everyone's talking about. You're the Paldean exchange student, Ball, and my name's not Snackworth. Yes, indeed, call me Snacksworth. I do love to see the young students putting on some real effort into self-improvement, especially the kids that really give it all for the old BBQs. I reward them with snacks. The snacks I make are very special treats, made just to the taste of certain Pokemon. With one of these, my snacks in hand, you may find yourself running into quite spectacular Pokemon. So come give old Snackworth the latest whenever you've been hard at those BBQs. Snackworth, yeah. Oh, let's see if you've been chipping away at those BBQs or not, Ball. Ms. Betsy, you've completed a group quest. I'd say you've earned yourself one of my special snacks, Paul. A Kyurem treat. Now that there is a Kyurem treat. Now Kyurem, frightfully rare that one, not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Kyurem, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger feller. See, I was up climbing that snowy mountains when a terrible storm blew in, and I had no choice really but to hunker down in a cave on the ground. Don't even rightly know if I should call that place a cave. It was all soaring heights and wide passages, but fuddling as any railroad too. I was having a grand time exploring its many nooks and crannies when the sheet of ice near me suddenly upped and moved. Were my eyes not believing what I was seeing once I realized it was no ice sheet, it was Kyurem right there in front of me. Who would believe it, right? Loves that snack you have right there. So you might have, just have a shot of beating it too. If you run into old Kyurem, you be sure to give it my best. Oh, the ball guy head kinda a little dinged up? Maybe. A little scuffed, maybe. Now let's see if you've been chipping away at those BBQs in the ball. Heavens, Betsy, you've gone and completed 2 group beat quests. I'd say you've earned one of my special snacks, Ball. The Rayquaza treat. And that there's a Rayquaza treat. You know Rayquaza? Quite real fully rare, that one, not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Rayquaza, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. I was doing some mountain climbing, hauling myself up some mighty steep Paldean cliffs. When I made it to the top, now that was the kind of sight a man lives for. I looked down over the edge into a sea of white mist, unbroken as far as the eye could see. There was something truly mystical about it all. And what came bursting right out of that dense fog but old Quaza, like a cork out of a bottle. I nearly fell back down the mountain in shock. Loves that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into old Rayquaza, you be sure to give it my best. No, let's see if you've been chipping away at those BBQs or not, Ball. Heavens Betsy, you've completed 3 group quests. I'd say you earned one of my specials next, Ball. Yeah, we're sure. That there is a Reshiram treat. You know Reshiram? Rightfully rare, that one. Not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Reshiram, I do recall this one particular encounter. I was a younger fella. See, I saw Reshiram with my own eyes out near a town that I passed through in Paldea. It was a town where a lot of hard-working folk live. Type that gets their hands dirty. Climbed up to a nice height to look up upon all their hard work carved into the landscape. I was just remarking to myself what a fine show of effort it was, when I seemed to feel a presence. Right behind me, and when I turned, bam, there was Reshiram right on my shoulder. I figured it must like good old-fashioned hard work too. What's that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into old Reshiram, you be sure to give it my best. Now let's see if you've been chipping away at those BBQs or not, Ball. Heavens, Betsy, you've gotten completed 4 group quests. So you've earned one of my special snacks, Ball. He's got so many snacks. That there is a Suicune treat. You know Suicune? Rightfully rare, that one. Not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Suicune, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was younger fella. See, I spotted Suicune once when I was out enjoying that famous lake you've got in Paldea. We ended up having a little contest of skill, seeing which one of us could get all the way to shore fastest. We're out like a shot. That Suicune, well, it runs right over the water now, don't it? Me being just your everyday human, the best I could manage was a nice solid backstroke. It was a fine race though. Mighty fine, even if that Suicune did end up beating me by a whisker. I love that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at me getting it too. If you run into old Suicune, you be sure to give him a best. Now let's see if you can chip it away at those BBQs on my ball. As Betsy, you've gone and complete 5 group quests. I'd say you earned yourself one of my special snacks, Ball. Now there's an Entei treat. You know the Entei, frightfully rare, that one. Not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Entei, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. You believe it, I simply ran smack dab into Entei while out adventuring in Paldea. You know that stretch that's studded with mines and everywhere you look there's another hole? Well, there was Entei popping through those caves like it was having a grand old time. I don't like it to be outshone, so I did my best to keep up with the fella. Hooey, well, the chase. We ended up all the way to the coast, side by side, as we gazed out over the endless blue. Loves that snack you have there. You might just have a shot at being into. If you run into old Entei, you be sure to give it my best. Let's see if you've been chipping away at those BBQs on that ball. I'm the best you've gone and completed 6 group quests. Let's say you've earned yourself one of my special snacks, Ball. Now there's a Raikou trait. You know Raikou, frightfully rare, that one, not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Raikou, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. Yes, there was a day me and old Raikou went up racing the mountain together. That Raikou, it's no slouch, that's for sure, kept dashing past me and taking the lead. I was huffing and puffing and muttering some colorful things as I passed that wily Pokemon. But in the end, we were sitting side by side atop that peak, gazing out upon the massive and majestic desert that covers the land to the north. That's a snack you have out there, so you might just have a shot of being it too. If you run into old Raikou, you be sure to give him a best. Now let's see if you've been chipping away at these BBQs or not, Ball. That's Betsy, you've gone and completed 6 of 7 group quests. I'd say you earned yourself one of my special snacks, Ball. And now there's a Latias treat. You know Latias? Frightfully rare, that one, not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Latios, I do recall this one in particular encounter when I was younger, Philip. One day, I ran smack dab into it, reason as you please. While I was up in northwest east Paldea Sea. We couldn't speak each other's language, but I got the feeling it was telling me to follow it, so I gave chase when Latios flew off. Now I ended up climbing these mighty steep cliffs. Next time I looked up, I realized I'd come to a small lake, nestled in between some jagged cliffs. It was a secret spot, alright. Loves that snack you have right there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into old Latios, you be sure to give him my best. Now let's see if you've been chipping away at this BBQs or not, Ball. That was the best you got and completed 8 requests. So you earned one of my snack ball. Ho ho. That there's a ho-ho treat. You know ho-ho? Rightfully rare, that one, not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of ho-ho, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. This is a real old tale, from those long ago days when I just started out as a trainer. I was out in the southwest Paldea, near the cascading waterfalls down there. I've been up through the night, training without rest to try to make my Pokemon stronger. And ho-ho appears in the sky above me, glittering and sparkling bright as you ever saw. I'd sure like to believe that it appeared there to cheer me on when I was trying so hard. Loves that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into old ho, you be sure to give it my best. Let's see if you can chip it away at those BBQs or not. Blah 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 blah. So you've earned one of my own special snacks. Now there's Groudon treats. You know Groudon, frightfully rare that Poland. You're run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Groudon, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. I did spy old Groudon once back in the days when I was adventuring around Paldea, near the huge cave system under that one town. Never can remember the name. Anyway, the name don't matter, except to say that's the place where I saw that fella. Thought to myself, Wayne, if ain't I Groudon, and I gave a big wave of my arms to say hello. The rest of you was doing face with the continent Pokemon I asked you. So anyways, I did that, and it showed me its huge fearsome claws that it did. Loves that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. Run into old Groudon, you be sure to give it my best. Well, I think these are actually hints to where the Pokemon could be. Well, let's see if you've been chipping away at this BBQ's ball. That is best you've gone and completed 10 group quests. I'd say you earn yourself one of my special connects, Ball. That there is a Glacier treat. Even Glacier. Frightfully rare, that one, that you're run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Glacier, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. I was out hiking among Paldea's peaks for a bit of fun, mountain climbing being a bit of a hobby. I was trekking up and up those snowy hillsides, and I figured I must have been nearly to the summit when I came across some ruins. Perhaps they'd been a house once. The walls still looked sound enough that I thought I could take shelter and have myself a little rest. I no sooner drawn close for a look than this Pokemon appeared, white as it's driven snow. Glacier must have been sleeping inside when I popped its long face out. A fright nearly froze my heart. What's that snack you have there? So you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into old Glacier, you be sure to give it my best. Let's see if you've been chipping away at those BBQs on the ball. Happens Betsy, you've gone and completed 11 group quests. I'd say you've earned yourself one of my special snack ball. That there's a Solgaleo treat. The Solgaleo is frightfully rare, that one, that you run in no Pokemon. Speaking of Solgaleo, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. Gone to pay Paldea's Pokemon League a little visit at that fine building they got. I was just admiring this structure from the outside when one of the staffers noticed me and invited me in for a better look. Took me up to the observation deck, all done up with their logo of theirs. Looking forward towards the academy and enjoying the view when a shadow fell upon us. I kid you not, my young friend, it was Solgaleo itself. It was only there a moment before it dashed right off again in flash. I couldn't even get in a how do you do, but it was magnificent. That was a snack out there, and so you might have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into Solgaleo, sure to give it my best. Oh, God. Necrozma. That there's a Necrozma trait. The Necrozma, partly rare than one of your rare-known Pokemon. Speaking of Necrozma, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. I was sitting in the stream of one of Paldea's waterfalls, letting the pounding water cleanse my mind. And I looked up and saw Necrozma stuck right above me, giving me the ugliest glare. I thought I'd be unwise with it. Not to stand my ground, so I squared up and roared as loud as the water. I had old Necrozma off like a shot. And it wasn't just Necrozma either. That was a shot of mine set all of the nearby saws like Crusader. Dude, what do you know? Loves that snacky out there, so you might just have a shot of it being it too. When in the old Necrozma, be sure to give it my best. The Lugia treat. Oh, there's a Lugia treat. No Lugia, rightfully rare. That one of your run-and-roll Pokemon. Yo, Lugia. You recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. Spelling in the Sea of Paldea, joined a leisurely backstroke through the crystal waters. But it was a real frigid stretch of sea, and so it didn't take long in the water before I'd start to lose the warmth of my body. I was shaking like a leaf by the time I found an island and crawled ashore. What should have appeared before me but a great whirlpool, leaving the sea, and whoosh. Out of it comes Lugia itself. I was knocked flat on my backside. The shock of it all, so delighted I forgot I was even cold. It loves that snacky out there, so you might just have a shot of being it too. If you run into old Lugia, you be sure to give it my best. Now let's see if you've been chipping away at the BBQs on that ball. Yeah, blah blah blah. A Spectre. Yeah, there's a Spectre treat. No Spectre, particularly rare that one, not one of your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Spectre, I recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. I was off hiking among Paldea's peaks for a bit of fun, mountain climbing being a bit of a hobby. I was taking my sweet time meandering up some mountain paths dotted sparsely with trees. Came across this old ruin on the path. Come to find, and I thought to myself, now doesn't that seem the goodest place in A&E to take a rest? I've no sooner drawn in close for a look than this black shadow of a Pokemon beard. Oh hey Emma, how's it going? It's going good. How are you? Enjoying 2024 so far? I'm just reading out this dialogue from Snackworth. Anyways, Spectre had been sleeping inside. It popped its long face out and scared the spirit out of me. You're doing awesome? That's great. What you up to? Besides, happening to come upon my stream. Alright. Yeah, you're welcome, It loves that snacky out there, so you might just have a shot of being it too. If you run into old Spectre, Happy New Year's. Yes, Happy New Year's. Hope you had a good New Year's Eve, I guess. I saw some fireworks I was looking out at the fireworks over the Space Needle. It was okay. Lots of smoke. I was viewing it from like the gaswork parts, which is a bit of ways away. But, yeah, pretty cool. How long have I been streaming? I'd say like, maybe 4-ish years now, but it's like off and on. And what about you? Do you stream? I was about to say you've gotten completed 30 solo quests. So you're earning yourself one of my special snacks. Oh, it's a long time. Yeah. Zato Streets. Are you thinking to do it professionally? Not particularly. It's a fun hobby of mine. I mean, if it happens, it happens. Otherwise, I'm just chill. I'm just content to just stream this and chat with viewers, yeah? Yeah, you stream but on a different account? Gotcha. You're on a break right now? Oh yeah. I do be taking lots of break during my streaming lifetime. Where am I from, by the way? I guess, Ohio, I guess? Oh, heaven, the heavens broke wide open and rain started pouring down on me. What about you? Thought I'd better get out of that mess in a hurry, so I turned to head down again. The whole sky lit up like a big crash of lightning, and the Zapdos came flying out of nowhere. Flew right past me, quick as a flash. Oops, that snack right there. Blah 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 blah. Oh, got the Moltres trait. Oh, there's a Moltres trait. You know, Moltres, frightfully rare that one. Not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Moltres, we call this one particular encounter one. Oh, what's my favorite Pokemon? I'd say Ice Cube. It's a newer Pokemon, part of the Galar Pokedex, but it's adorable. It used to be Espeon for the longest time. And before that, it was Jolteon. Yep. What about you, Emma? I was off doing a spot of rock climbing over in Western Paldea at the time. Yours are Gengar and Pikachu that are really cute and you just love them. Nice. You know, Gengar and Pikachu are actually the Squishmallows at the Pokemon first, the Pokemon Company first release. My streaming skills are pretty good. Oh, thanks. I mean, I'm just reading dialogue. Yep. The weather was sure something else. You're having a good time here and we'll be looking forward to my streams, or for your streams. Aw, thank you. Thanks for the kind words. Weather was sure something else that day. Sandstorms were kicking up that whole desert and my mouth was as sandy as the ground. Like the way you interact with the chat? Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just talking here, yep. I was about ready to call it quits. I mean, what would be an example of not having great streaming skills, like ignoring chat? Moltres, most of the chat streamers don't even look at the chat. Oh wow. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, interacting with chat keeps it more interesting, you know? Moltres appeared in a blaze of glory, so bright so you could see it through the blowing sands. I don't know if it meant to cheer me on, but it certainly did, and I completed my climb that day. Loves that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot of being it too. If you run into old Moltres, you be sure to give it my best. No, blah 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 blah. I don't think I want to read all those repetitive dialogue. Oh, finally, got to Articuno. The Articuno right there. That one, not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Articuno, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a young fella. I had found this lovely pond up in the snowy heights of Paldea and decided to go for a dip, anchoring for a bit of cold water swimming. When, would you believe it, Articuno comes swooping down along the nearby waterfall and starts flying above me, singing away. By the way, why aren't you using some overlays and logo on the streams? I mean, I guess I could. I don't know. I think some people do. Do you think I should? Should I have some overlays and enhance? Okay, they look cool and they're attractive and enhance the viewership. I mean, I guess I could. There are some templates that I was thinking about using at some point. I could do that. And I did do a webcam at some point where I like actually dressed up as the ball guy, you know? Yeah, honestly, you should use them. Okay. Yeah. I'll look up over some designs, see what I like. Yeah. I'll definitely work more on overlays. Yeah. I've just been casually streaming up Pulse. How tickled pink I was. We went on merrily singing with Articuno, even as the sunset and moon. You're an artist. You do streaming stuff for streamers. Okay. Before I knew it, it was morning again. No sense. And you designed some cool stuff for me too. I'm not sure about that. I will have to think about that for a little bit. Yeah. Run into old Arcuna, you be sure to give it my best. Heaven's Better, you've done and completed 60 solo quests. Can you have my Discord? Y'all show... You just want to show you, your portfolio? Yeah, sure thing. Let me get it for you after I, finish up all this Pokemon stuff. That there's a Verzion treat. Yeah, Verzion. Frightfully rare, that one. Not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Verzion, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was young with I'll tell you no lies. I simply came across Verzion, resting among those trees. One day, while I was on one of my adventures around Paldea, what trees they were, all done up in these mysterious patterns like I'd never seen. We stayed there a good while, me and Verzion, gazing at one another twixt those fanciful trees. But that old Verzion, it didn't run off, it just gave me this curious look, you know? So I sat there and told it about my adventures, and it listened with a kindly ear all the time. Loves that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into old Verzion, you be sure to give it my best. Now, let's see if you've been chipping away at those BBQs on the wall. It's about to say you've gone and completed 70 solo quests. Let's say you earned one star. La la la. Okay, Ogre. Not there's a Kyogre trait. You know Kyogre. Carefully aware of that one. Not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Your Kyogre. I do recall this one particular encounter when I was younger, fella. I was on another one of my adventures around Paldea when I spotted these odd rocks on the sea. I thought to myself, now Snackworth, those have got to be these famous rocks that bring riches. I figured I might as well squeeze my eyes shut real tight and make a wish on them. For a few seconds I opened my eyes, and what should appear in the front of those rocks but Kyogre. Just big and blue and brazen as you please. Now that was a shocking day, making a mistake. Well, there's a snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. For a new old Kyogre, you be sure to give it my best. See if you've been chipping away at those PQs or not, Ball. Let's see, you got and completed 80 solo quests. Yep. Got there's a Lunala treat. Yeah, Lunala. Right flavor out of that one. Not one of your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Lunala, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was young with her. I was on this fine sunny beach in Paldea, gazing out at the sun as it set into sea. Looking at the sun really reminds me just how small you are as one person, you know? It's getting all sentimental as I watched all the light slipping away. I hadn't yet disappeared when suddenly this great crescent moon bloomed before my eyes. It was only there for a second, so it was hard to get a good look, but I'm sure that silhouette along the Lunala, or my name's like Snack. What's that snack you have there? So you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into old Lunala, you be sure to give it my best. Now let's see if you can chip away at those BBQs on that ball. Let's say you've gone and completed set 90 solo quests. I'd say you earned yourself one of my special snacks, Ball. But there's a Terrakion trait. Yeah, Terrakion, fight for Lyra, that one, not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Terrakion, you do recall this one particular encounter when I was younger, fella. It was just a regular day, and I was out doing a bit of my beloved rock climbing as I want to. I made it quite high. When I turned around for a breath, I could just make out Kondo in the distance and off to the south. I was simply standing there, admiring that view, with nothing I knew. Terrakion had plunked down Versit right beside me. Perhaps it was simply at loose ends. It sat with me for a little time, and we ate some snacks together. Loves that snack you have there. So you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into old Terrakion, you be sure to give it my best. Not there's a Cobalion treat. No Cobalion. Regular rare, that one, not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Cobalion, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. I was on one of my adventures in Theo when Cobalion just pranced on down from the cliff. I was real flummoxed at first. When it stopped right before me. Maybe it was just pausing to stare because my face looked so funny. Anyway, that old Cobalion started to stroll away, so I followed, and it led me to a faint waterfall. I tried to say thanks, but old Cobalion just dashed off into Bamboo Grove. Go as you please. Loves that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot of it when you get to. If you run into old Cobalion, you be sure to give it my best. I'll just do that later, Emma. I don't remember my Discord right now, off the top of my head. It's Betsy, you've gone and completed 110 solo quests. So you earned yourself one of my special snacks ball. There's a Zekrom treat. You know, Zekrom, frightfully rare, that one, not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. But speaking of Zekrom, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a young fella. I'd set out from Mesagosa, I was thinking I was walk all the way out to Artisan from there. Making fine progress when this great black shadow streaks across the sky to the east. I was consumed with curiosity, that's for sure, so I climbed real high to try to get a better look. When you believe it, there was Zekrom. I stared up at it like country lad seeing his first city. It came down to land right near me. We watched one another for a time. I couldn't help but bask in how magnificent Zekrom is. Well, that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into old Zekrom, you be sure to give it my best. Latias. Out there's a Latias treat. Now Latias, frightfully rare, that one, not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Latias, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. I was off enjoying a spot of backstretches in the sea to the south of Peltia at the time. I've been going on for a good while, so I'd come to feel a bit tuckered out and in need of a rest. Came ashore to rest on the sand and shadows and cliffs. And you won't even believe it, there was Latias, just right there before me. Our eyes met, and it gave me a jolly little smile. Then it flew off, out of sight. I love that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into old Latias, you be sure to give it my best. Oh, let's see if I can check away those. Oh yeah, 130, yes. Kubfu. Ah, there's a Kubfu treat. You know Kubfu, frightfully rare, that one, not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Kubfu, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger fella. I was adventuring off in Paldea when I saw Kubfu training. I ambled right up to it and asked, "Oh ho ho, hard at work training, are you?" Why, the two of us got on like a house on fire. We trained together for a time until Kubfu seemed to be itching to move along. But he gave me a gift. He plucked up a haul of the bamboo sprouts that grew nearby just for me. Oh, that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot of meeting it too. If you run into old Kubfu, you be sure to give it my best. Huh? Knock me over with a feather. Looks like you completely cleared me out of snacks. Simply goes to show how much hard work you put into this BBQ's ball. I'm afraid I've noticed more snacks, but stop by and lend an ear to my old tales now and then. Oh, you back for another round of old Snackworths? Tales of Glory? Sure. Alright. Actually, I think I'm good. Yeah, so that's all the, Snackworth, things. So that was quite a long thing for, all the legendary snacks. So now I guess I kind of want to start inviting the special guests. Yeah. Oh, that's a cool trip. Okay. Alright, here's Crispin and Drayton. Crispin is not too good at thinking. Oh, that was a whole thing among Drayton and Crispin, huh? Oh, really? Yeah, it kind of sucks, but those are the rules. Oh, so he's getting kicked out of the Elite Four, huh? Alright. I don't want to battle right now. I'm the president, I guess. Okay, well, I mean, I can definitely battle. I just gotta bring Excalibur back into the picture and swap my paw back in. And I can save just in case we do pretty badly against Crispin and Drayton. Yeah. Sure. Blazing battle, fam. I'll fight against Crispin and Drayton, and maybe then I'll invite special guests. I love how he cooks the football. Well, can nuzzle against the but that'll do flame body or something. Not entirely keen on that, so I can I can just nuzzle it for now. Maybe I'll do Icicle Crash. Maybe a Crunch here. Brave Bird, that's pretty brave. Not too much damage though. Paralyzed. Alright. Oh, it used Will-O-Wisp. But Thermal Exchange absorbs it. Alright, let's no. We can just we do a close combat against Rhythm, and we can do an Icicle Crash against Talon Flame here. Finish it off. Ah, the Rocky Helmet. Did I miss? No, I did not. The Talon Flame cannot stand up to the Icicle Crash, and goes back to the trainer. Magnemar Torque comes out. Crispin is a fire-type trainer, so it makes sense. Alright, time to take them down. We try to do a Nuzzle against Magnemar, and maybe an Icicle Crash against, well, Camerot. The flame body does burn Paul. So now, his physical attacks are half. Physical damage is half, anyways. Snackworth is not able to move because it's paralyzed, and Camerupt could flinch, but it does not. He uses Earth Power to bring Paul all the way down to 1. Paul is in a bit of trouble, and is burnt, so it will be knocked out now. What should we do here? Well, we're gonna certainly choose to use Mega Man. We can do this, and we can do Glaive Rush against Magmotar. Boom. No match for my team. So I've got one Pokemon left. And he brings out Blaziken and Executor. Executor will probably be a Terra Fire type, but I got this with my Shadow Claw. Well, I could definitely do a couple things, but I'll do a Shadow Claw here, and a Glaive Rush here. Terraslas a High Heat, Burn 'em and Steam 'em, Blaziken. Oh. I see. Blaziken just goes up and overheats. Executor is just being an Executor. The Executor uses Protect. What's Blaziken gonna do? Glaive Rush. Boom. Brings it down to very low health. I do not know what Blaziken's gonna do with the fire attacks. It's definitely not gonna do too much, but the Focus Blast against Excalibur will knock it out for sure. Alright. That's a speed boost, which is quite dangerous. However, I've got Aqua Jet. Josuke, a reliable partner, should come out and show us its moves. Now, let's do a Shadow Claw here and an Aqua Jet to the Blaziken. Boom. No chance. Blaziken goes down. Executor takes quite a bit of damage. What's it going to do though? It eats a berry to recover some health. But it'll take more than the citrus berry to turn these tables around. Solar Beam. There's no sunny day. So, effectively doing nothing. Wait, it harvested? I didn't know that was a thing. Interesting. Well, I know what it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit my Josuke, or try to anyways. I'll just do a Bitter Blade, and we're gonna do an Acrobatics here. It's gonna be torn shreds with Josuke's Fast and Furious style. Alright. Josuke goes, Crispin goes down. I lost because I couldn't win. Ooh, that's what I call a battle at maximum firepower. I got way more fired up than in our BB League battle. Here you go, Ball. Thanks for a good time. 20 fire picks, awesome. You got a whole bunch of super spicy sandwiches with those again. Well, I suppose we can try to fight Drayton's Pokemon now, but they weren't too bad when I initially fought them. Let's do that, and then I'll end this video session here. So, let's just, well, let's nuzzle this Dragonite, and let's Icicle Crash on the Flygon. Earthquake. That's not good. Paw goes and takes a lot of damage. Nuzzle. Nuzzle back to the Dragonite. Boom. 4x damage from Icicle Crash. Can't really beat that. It's hard to. Tailwind. It's such a Tailwind? That's not good. Not good at all. There's a Haxorus. Mold Breaker. We can try to Nuzzle, but Dragonite might knock it out. I might as well try to do a Breaking Swipe and lower the attack here. Extreme Speed. Oh, but Paw toughed it out. Breaking Swipe. It's both Pokemon. Could not get a Nuzzle off, so. Oh well. We will try a Breaking Swipe. Oh, not bad. Haxorus takes quite a bit of damage there. We can definitely try Mega Man. Alright, so what will Mega Man do? He'll try a Shadow Claw. And then I'll just do another Breaking Swipe. Ouch. Again. The attack falling will hurt my Breaking Swipe's power. The Dragonite is effectively crippled. Physically. We'll try another Shadow Claw here. Switch out Excalibur for... I'll try the Dunsparce. I know it's gonna try an extreme speed to try to chip it all to KO. I'm not gonna let that happen. Also. Attack falling. That's quite an annoyance. Let's get rid of the Haxorus. Tailwind is now effectively out of the picture. However, a Kingdom appears, which is quite troublesome. So, let's try this. Well, Hyper Drill and... oh, it's going to use Rain Dance? Or double focus on Kingdra, it's a threat. I've always been a little scared of Kingdra. It's quite a dangerous powerhouse. Swaps first one? Yes. That'll be quite a bit of damage. Another punch against Mega Man. Bold. Now, let's actually switch out Mega Man. Bring out Hydrapple. And then, with the Dunsparce, we'll try another Hyper Drill. Hydro Pump. Not today. With its 4x resistance. Easy swap. Another tailwind from Dragonite. That's gonna be fierce. Let's get down. We will try a Pickle Beam here, along with the Poison Tail there. Dragon Cheer. That's quite dangerous. Alright, that did some damage. And let's see what Hydro Apple does. Oh, got poison too. What? Weakness policy. Oh no. This is better work. Hydro Apple. Okay, the poison should knock it out. And it does. Ooh. And Drayton is feeling the heat. Now let's see what happens if we try a Pickle Beam against the Archaludon and try a Drill Run against Archaludon as well. Now watch this dragon's blood boil, show him who's on control. Drayton says as he terrestrializes Archaludon. To the Dragon Tail. Alright. Can't have all that blood all boiled up for nothing. Get ready for an onslaught. This won't be pretty. Draco Meteor. Oh no. Ouch, that hurts. My Dunspaws. Special attack harshly falls. It's not looking amazing. Drill Run's great because it got a critical hit. But come on, Mon. We need that. Oh, Ice Pick. That's dangerous against Hydro Apple. Oh my gosh. A critical hit? That is dangerous. Well, we got Josuke here. What we can do is do a Aqua Step, and maybe a Hyper Drill here. Extreme Speed takes out the Dunspaws, which is quite bad, because it means it's faster than Josuke. Ah, no. And a Draco Meteor against Josuke. Ouch. The rain stopped, and the tailwind petered out. So... let's see if we can't do an Aqua Jet here. And perhaps a... Shadow Claw there. Or maybe a Will-O-Wisp even. Let's burn it. Start the burn train. What a critical hit, nice. We gotcha. Yeah, no more physical attacks here. Electroshots. Oh no. That's quite dangerous. I don't know what powers up Electroshock to do it in one turn, but that's quite scary. Let's just go for a close combat and a Shadow Claw. Ah, quite a bit of damage, but not quite enough. Stamina does boost the defense. A Shadow Claw. Okay. And here it comes. Ooh, actually Josuke hung on. That's great. in a bit of a pinch, but we should be able to take it out. Alright. Let's do an Aqua's Jet and Shadow Claw here. Boom. GG's. Yeah, that's the way, bud. And that's how you beat Drayton. Now, we have finished up beating some of the Elite Four here. And facing off you is ridiculous, so much fun. I got something for you, bud. A little token of my everlasting gratitude. Yeah, don't mind the dust, I really ought to clean my closets. Oh, tracksuit. Now can we twinsies? Eh? Alright, I think I'll end this video here. And I gotta go somewhere, so I'll end the stream. So, I'll see everyone later. Bye!